Let us try to understand what is love. Love means no thoughts, complete surrenderance. So when you love someone, there must be no thoughts in your mind. Your mind must be completely empty with no thoughts, only surrenderance to the person you love. For example, let us say you found your Ishtadevata. So once you find your Ishtadevata, you have to completely surrender to them. That is, you have to completely fall in love with them up to a point where there are no thoughts in your mind. Your mind is completely empty. There is only one vibration going on, and that is of your Ishtadevata. And this Ishtadevata need not be a deity itself. It can be anything. It can be your own dog, your own wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, son, daughter, anything chalega. Anything in the entire universe can be made the Absolute One. So Absolute One means the last vibration in your consciousness. So when you satisfy that vibration, your whole consciousness will become empty. It will go to the original state, that is the vibrationless. So when you satisfy all your desires, you will reach a point where there are no vibration in your consciousness. So in order to do that, you have to not waste your orgasm in any of the chakras. That is, you have to combine all the desires from the Muladhara chakra till the Sahasrara and just love. If there are any thoughts like guilt, it will create polarity in your consciousness. It will create dualities. So you must not allow any dualities to be formed in your consciousness. You just have to love. Love completely, with complete surrenderance. For example, let us say I fell in love with a girl. So when I see her, right, I must forget everything. I must forget the entire universe. I must not have any kind of duality inside my mind. There must be complete surrenderance. There must be complete love towards that girl. So what is surrenderance? Surrenderance means your ability to sacrifice your whole life for the other person, for the Absolute One. So whoever you make your Absolute One, you have to have complete surrenderance towards that person. You should not have any kind of selfishness. So that is what all spiritual organizations are about. For example, ISKCON is an organization which is loving Krishna. So the devotees in ISKCON have completely surrendered to Krishna. So they have not let their intellect question anything. They have completely surrendered to the love of Krishna. So when you do that, you are making Krishna as your last vibration. So when you make him as your last vibration, your consciousness will become satisfied and it will become the vibrationless. Similarly, in Isha Foundation, you are making Shiva as your Absolute One. So when you make Shiva as your Absolute One, then that is the last vibration in your consciousness and you have to satisfy that. Same goes with Jesus and Allah also. All spiritual organizations are same. That is, they are concentrating on one aspect of God. See, the real God is vibrationless. It does not have any shape, it does not have any form, it does not have any features. But for loving, you have to give it some features. So that is why. So you have to give some shape and features to the God so that you can love him or her. So when you love him or her, right, you are creating a last vibration in your consciousness. And that last vibration will help you to go to astral planets like Hiranyaloka. So how does it help? So when you love someone or something, you are satisfying your consciousness. So when you satisfy your consciousness, it goes to the vibrationless state for a brief moment, maybe for 2 to 3 hours. So when you go to that vibrationless state of consciousness, you get an ability to change the planet, that is from Earth to Hiranyaloka or some other astral planet. So whichever astral planet you want, you can choose. It need not be Hiranyaloka itself, it can be Vaikuntaloka, it can be any astral or causal planet like Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tapaloka. So it can be any planet and it is up to you to decide which planet is suitable for you. Because some people feel like Vishnu is their Ishtadevata, so they can go to Vaikuntaloka. And if you like deities like Mahakali, Subramanya, Ganapati, then you have to go to Janaloka. And if you like Saptarishis like Atri, Vishwamitra, Vashishta, then you have to go to Tapoloka. So it is up to you to choose the Absolute One. So once you choose the Absolute One, then you have to have complete devotion towards the Absolute One. You have to be ready even to chop off your head for the Absolute One. So this is the kind of sacrifice you are ready to make. For example, if I love Mahakali, I have to be ready to chop off my head for Mahakali. Only then I can go to the planets where she is in. So when we go to such astral and causal planets, we are increasing the dimension in our consciousness because the astral and causal planets have the extra dimension of time in it. That is, we have the complete authority over the time element of the universe. That is, we can go to present, past, future. Anything is possible for astral and causal beings. So they watch our lives like a movie. So whenever they are watching Mother Earth, right, that is the human and animal species, they are watching us in pity. That is, they feel like we are doing all the irrelevant stuff like going to school, college, job, etc. Nothing exists in the astral and causal planets. In astral and causal planets, everyone are enjoying their desires, not separately, by combining. See, the problem of human species is, we have splitted the desire into 7. That is, we have a desire to eat, we have a desire to have sex, we have a desire for power, we have a desire for love, speech, thinking, existing. So we have separated our desires into 7 chakras. But the astral and causal beings are not doing that. They have combined all the desires into one, that is love. So how do astral and causal beings enjoy orgasm? They enjoy it by combining themselves. For example, let's say there are 2 astral beings. So in order for them to have sex, they are combining themselves. So when they combine themselves, they are experiencing the orgasm. Whereas human species cannot combine in that level because of the physical body. Since physical body has strong boundaries, we cannot combine with other consciousness. That is why we feel the lack of love. Since birthright, a human being feels lack of love because of the physical body. It is not able to combine with the consciousness of the environment, and that is why it feels isolated in the society. So the real sex is when two consciousness combines completely, not only through one chakra. So whenever we connect with deities, we have to not connect only through one chakra. We have to connect through all the chakras. That is, we have to combine all the desire forces and connect with them individually. So when you love in that way, that is combining, complete sacrifice of your own identity, that is love. Love is when you completely sacrifice for the other person. There is no self-identity. There is just other person inside your mind. Only when you love in such a way, you can go to the astral and causal planets. Otherwise, you'll be stuck on Mother Earth itself, where love is splitted into 7 chakras. And that is why we are going to school, college, job, etc. for satisfying our splitted desires like food, sex, power, love, speech, thinking, existing. So we are satisfying our consciousness through splitted desires, due to which we are on planet Earth. Just to show you how to love, I'll give a demo. What you have to do is, you have to sit straight, close your eyes, and think about your Ishtadevata. It can be any person or deity. In my case, it is Mahakali. So what I have to do is, I have to chant her mantra. For example, Om Mahakalikaya Namah. So first I have to chant it loudly. Om Mahakalikaya Namaha, Om Mahakalikaya Namaha. Then I have to become more and more subtle. That is, I have to lower my voice. Om Mahakalikaya Namaha, Om Mahakalikaya Namaha, Om Mahakalikaya Namaha. So when you love like this, with complete sacrifice, only then you can feel the ultimate orgasm. So if you stay in this ultimate orgasm state for 2 to 3 hours, then you will be no more. You will not be on planet Earth. You will pop up in the astral planets. So this is how you reach Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And that is why I have kept the 18-month course, so that you can pick up the right mantras for your Ishtadevata. Once you find your Ishtadevata amongst the 18 deities, what you can do is you can choose that mantra and completely sacrifice while chanting that mantra. You have to go in a subtle manner, up to a point where there are no thoughts in your brain. There are no thoughts in your consciousness. Your consciousness is completely empty, and it is the vibrationless. And it is in the original state. So this original state can take you to the astral and causal planets. So this is how you reach Nirvikalpa Samadhi. This is also how you can heal people, by staying in the original state of consciousness. This original state of consciousness has so many benefits. It can give you a lot of powers, like curing your health, emotions, thoughts, etc. So this is what love means. Love means complete sacrifice. So when you see that absolute one, you have to forget the entire universe. Only that absolute one must be visible to you. So this is what love is. I hope you have understood what is love. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.